So they actually chose to drop in Primorsk, right? And the circle has just down there, right? And we have a part of the Peninsula and military base. But Horaa Esports decided, okay, enough is enough. We're going up against Alter Ego. As but Rosemary with DBS is a killer.
Oh, Mr. Morrow now circling around with Zio chasing him up second floor, but the Molly is still active. He cannot push further forward. Zio taking time to keep Rosemary just behind. Oh, Rosemary knocked down. Mr. Morrow comes in. Mr. Morrow! 1v2 clutch against Alter Ego!
But Horaa Esports now cooking up some nades here to try to flush them out. I mean, of course, you have the opportunity to assume points, so they're definitely going in for the pinch here. Falcons Force, since they are together in one space, it could be hard to defend themselves.
But let's see, will they need to defend against the... Oh, wow! Look at this! By the edge of the blue. All spots around them. Oh, Novia in trouble. 10% of health. Again, they will be the one to knock down there.
A Shadow strategy now. Big tandem, dynamic duo. Shadows going in. Next one, strategy already on the first. Shadows as well bites the dust, and the Savior is of course in a world of trouble right now going up against Horaa Esports. But Team Pandem is just right up behind them, and Horaa is still doing a major reset here.
Absolutely victorious, like you said it. And Baseland, they're looking to actually... No fear, putting no stops to this one, as he's just gonna continue on. Nade after nade, not really finding it, but it's gonna be FaZe Clan slowly withering away, and Horaa stacks up 5 points in the process.
Oh my goodness, FaZe Clan just actually turned into Krabby Patties. I mean, they were sandwiched in between two amazing teams right there, and both Pandem as well as Horaa Esports just capitalized on that.
Harame Bros, they're taking the foothill, and somehow K1, they're not really making a move just yet. They're being very disciplined. They just really want to slowly play this one out, because now we see Harame Bros going up against them. One member down for the side of K1, and that is going to be No Fear that finds it. But the exchange, we'll see Yappy picking one more up for the side of K1, and now they're only down to 2 members left.
Now, one of the players up from DRS decided to go for a swim, probably because it's too hot of battles that we are experiencing so far. Giante goes down, turning the ocean red. Horaa Esports, again, staying outskirts. Don't exactly know what would be the plan here, but I do believe they will be coming after XMPL now that he is all alone from inside that house. But let's not take out Harame Bros just yet, because, well, the fact that Horaa Esports actually came here, they also have a chance to assume points as well. And there you go, Malik already on the ground, but this time coming from Alva of Alter Ego Airs from across the field, I might add.
Yeah, it's the last end coming from the side of XMPL. There's an 8 being primed right in as well. It's going to be a little bit far off as he's holding on to the lower side of the staircase. Got that DBS at the ready, but a little bit of respect being shown from the side of Horaa Esports, as they can still go in for the pickup. They don't want to risk it all for the meantime, but it's definitely taking a while for them to settle the scores. And the moment that they do, well, it just takes one perfect bang out of that grenade from No Fear to take them down.
Esports, they have to deal with 2 members at least of Harame Bros before they can actually get inside the circle. And to be honest, the reason why Alter Ego Airs probably has the biggest chance of scoring the chicken dinner here is the fact that Horaa will go up against Harame Bros, and even if they win the fight, we cannot say if all members would survive, right? So that puts them as sort of a disadvantage there. And Alter Ego Airs is just smiling from afar, waiting for the fight to happen and over to be done with.
Yeah, speaking of which, they're really putting up a massive fight though. Amass trying to go for gold, but he drops down on the ground instead. Great maneuvers coming from the side of Horaa Esports. They overwhelm the likes of the 2 members standing in the way from Harame Bros. and that will mean Federalis will have to play this one all alone.
And the Alliance just did an amazing performance right there. Now TJ
Horaa
going up against Alter Ego Ares, and of course Horaa Esports. This is a three-way battle. Rosemary on the ground, bleeding as well. No Fear just took a nade right there, and just of course threw it to the opponent. Malik, okay, domination coming from Horaa Esports.
It's crazy to see the amount of close proximity battles, and that was one beautiful nade that secures it for the side of Horaa Esports.
But amazingly, they remained elusive. They were able to defend, although in the process they also lost some of their members, but they're still A-okay. Now, can BTR still be A-okay? Because Horaa Esports now on a roll. We can see that they were able to eliminate Hands, with that brutal exchange. Hands, 8 elimination points for the side of Horaa. As per Bigatron, I would say that they will not join into the mix, find themselves up against Horaa Esports right here. Oh my goodness, Horaa seems to be, they've already gotten the momentum that they need, and now they're going up against BTR and just to be winning the fight.
Yeah, they're absolutely flying as they're jumping in for the shots to connect, but Baruch's going down. Richuki on that last-ditch effort, and I'm surprised. There's just no eliminations whatsoever coming from South Talon, but at least those placement points come in handy. Now it's Horaa Esports, full control over the top end of the kill, and K1, they're just swarming out of it, hoping to find an exchange, but not getting anything at all. By the broken wall, it's just going to be Tenyu holding it out against Malik. Has to go for a reroll. He still has 3 more grenades to work with. Gonna put it to good use this time, but K1, he's on the push.
Yes, sir. Obviously, K1 is at a disadvantage considering the fact that they will be coming from down below. And this is such a good rotation coming from Horaa Esports. And again, we got a knockdown. So Horaa Esports now being aggressive. They know they have the upper hand. And here comes the exchange. Horaa Esports wins the game. I feel like Sky is forcing Tandem to deal with DRS. But great spot coming from Akil. Now, Sky, I'm not sure if he's aware of the fact that there is someone or a player coming from Tandem just actually trying to go up behind him.
It's all about who's the first mover here in this Mexican standoff. And speaking of which, K1 up above will be able to go 1-for-1. But he will be taken down regardless, with Malik securing that point. That's the 5th one for Horaa Esports.
5 elimination points, ladies and gents. The crowd is going crazy. K1 now just lost a member, but 6 elimination points is, how many points? Okay, I'm looking at Horaa Esports. 6 elimination points now for the side of Horaa, and now
Horaa Esports, they're looking to secure this big fat chicken dinner if they could. And it's only one man standing away, Tenyu. How much damage can he do against its 2 members of the side of Nepal? And this is going to dictate if they can find their way at the top of the table. Big shots coming from the side of the DBS, but Horaa Esports is undeterred and uncontested as they are the kings of the hills in Miramar. Horaa Esports, this is one team that will keep track on because they are fighting for that podium finish.
Honestly, FaZe, this is a good spot. They know they have to get inside the circle, but the fight with BTR is definitely going to happen. With the exception, of course, if Alter Ego Air decides to go into the fight, but Horaa Esports going to leave right now up against Talon, eliminating them. And Malik goes down hard. Axel is the only player remaining. Can he still make it? No Fear with a monstrous spray. Unfortunately, he's a little low on HP. That's why he needed to actually get behind that vehicle to protect himself. And just look at that. The fight is not over just yet. And another player joins the game. It's Alter Ego Ares. Oh no!
The first runner-up will be none other than Horaa Esports. It wasn't an easy climb. They weren't blocking that 2nd place from the get-go, but it was a steady race that was displayed coming in from Horaa that sees them really putting in every ounce of strength to claim this first runner-up. And we still have another war to go, and it is the MVP of the tournament. It will be No Fear. That will be our top Terminator with 34 eliminations and 6,830 damage to be done across the span of the past 3 days.